Hello friends, this is Manpreet. Welcome back to my channel. You're watching Career Talks with Manpreet. And here Career Talks always guide the students how you plan your studies in Germany public universities. We always help the students to plan your studies in public universities. And today I invite a very special guest on my channel, Mr. Balaji from Germany. He's in Germany from last 8 to 9 years, and he is very knowledgeable, like to guide the students how they plan their studies in German public universities. So let him allow to introduce himself, please, Balaji.
Yes, hi. Thank you, Manpreet, for this opportunity. So good day, everyone. My name is Balaji Ayappan, and I'm here today to discuss about studying in Germany. In particular, we are going to discuss about studying bachelor's program in Germany. I represent ISB, International Studienkolleg Braunschweig. We are a Studienkolleg preparatory program located in Braunschweig, guiding international students who wish to go to Germany and start their bachelor's or undergraduate education. So today we will be discussing various aspects about the program, what are the process involved, and how we can help you in this whole process.
Sure. So let's start from the beginning. Like Indian education system is not same like as the German education system. German education is a little bit different from this. Right? So if we start from the beginning, there is a term called Studienkolleg. So let's start from this term. Explain to us all viewers that what is exactly Studienkolleg term.
Yeah. Okay. So if anyone who wanted to go to Germany and start their bachelor's education, they would often come up with this term Studienkolleg. They would often hear about this preparatory course, foundation course, preparatory year. So this all means the same thing. So it means that if any student coming from any international countries, let's say from Asia or from Africa, from Middle East. So all these countries mostly follow an education system which will be for 12 consecutive years. So it means that they will study from year 1 until year 12. So for example, in India, they do this. They study from the first year and they go up to 12th year and then they go to university. But in Germany, the system is slightly different, where the student will start from the year 1 and then they will go up to the year 13. So there's a fundamental difference. They study for one more year, which is of 13 years. So when country has 13 years of education system, obviously the international students coming from different countries with 12 years, they will not have the access to the universities directly to go and study. So in order to bridge that gap, in order to give them this missing part of this 1 year, Germany offers a program called Studienkolleg, which is basically, when you translate it to English, it's like student college or student preparation program. So they undergo this 1 year program, and then after that, they undergo this 1 year program, then they will be going into universities. So it's basically a bridging program between the international system to the German education system.
Students, I know that Studienkolleg are in German public universities, also in private also, and also possible in German language.
Exactly. So the Studienkollegs mostly being provided by two. One is the public one, second one is the private institutions. So the public ones are the one which is being run in the universities itself. So the university will also run simultaneously the Studienkolleg as well. This is happening. This is being offered in all the states. Germany, we have 16 states, and all the states will offer such programmation. And secondly, lately in the last 7-8 years, there is a huge influx number of students coming into Germany, and the public Studienkollegs are always in the limited number and limited capacity. So the students who don't get the chance to study in the public ones, then they have to look out for an alternative, and that's where this private one comes into the picture. So this private one also does the same work. They prepare the students, so they teach the same the curriculum, and they will prepare them with the same system, and then they will make them write the final examination and then send to university. So one thing which is clear is both the public one and the private one, it will guide the students to the university. So no matter you study in a public one or in a the private one, it will lead you into university.
In public universities.
In public universities. Yeah, obviously the student can go and join a private university also, but in Germany there are only very handful number of private universities are available. We have more than 400 plus public universities in Germany, and out of that maybe 5% of them are private university. So 95% of the universities in Germany are public one, and the best part is there is no tuition fees to study in any of these public universities. No matter where you come from, it could be a European student, a non-European student, international students, German students. For everyone, the education still remains the same with no tuition fees.
That means either students study in public student league or private, after that they are eligible to study in public universities.
Yes. So once they complete the program and pass their final exam, and they have to pass all the subjects, which we will obviously talk in the coming sessions. They have to pass all the subjects and then clear it. The marks come secondary, but the first thing is they have to pass all the subjects, and then that makes them eligible to go to any university in Germany.
And today in these days, I'm hearing a new term, that is English student leave also possible.
Yes, yes. So
all students are very crazy to know about this. What is exactly English student leave program?
Yeah. So ISB recently we launched a program called English Preparatory Year. So whatever this 1 year preparatory course which we are providing, now we are also offering it in English. So it means that the medium of instruction in this programmation will be completely in English language. So 100% the teaching will be in English language. But at the same time, in the entire program, the students will also study German as one subject. So we make sure that when the student goes out of the program, he has a German language, as well as he has completed the program in English, because we understand that when they go for the job, or when they go to the university, or in their day-to-day life activity, German language is very, very crucial for them to know and to learn. So that's why we teach them German as well. So that is a very exciting course. We are very happy to present that to our international students, and I strongly believe that this will really give them the access to all universities in Germany.
And what are the courses?
So we are offering 3 different programs in this English preparatory year. First one is, we call it as natural sciences, and second one is business studies, and third one is technical course. So it's basically the T, M, and W, and we just named it as business studies, and then technical course, and natural sciences.
Are still pending. Right now they are want to search that how they plan their studies in abroad. Yeah. And if they think about the Germany, now their only exams are pending, and they are planning to search about German education system, how they plan to enter in German public universities. So after completing this English Studienkolleg program, what the options after that, and what all the subjects you already include in this English Studienkolleg? A little bit explanation of this English Studienkolleg program.
Yes, we'll be more than happy to explain about this whole program. I'm gonna shortly share information about it. I'm gonna share my screen right now. So let's just have a look at the program. Yeah. Okay, I think you can check my screen. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this is ISB's preparatory year, which is for 1 year. So we have 3 different programs: natural sciences, technical course, and then we have business course. 3 programs being offered to our international students. Yeah. So, but before that, I just want to give a small idea of like what is the mission of this program, what is ISB's preparatory is about. So this mission of the ISB University Preparatory Program is to prepare students to successfully pursue their study at universities of higher learning in Germany. So our main focus is the students should complete the program and seamlessly transfer into universities and perform well there. So this is what the preparatory year is gonna look at, and this is how we are gonna do it. So it is a full-time programmation. Monday to Friday, they'll have classes. So it's a full-time course, approximately of 40 contact hours, 40 hours of teaching. So natural sciences. This natural sciences is mainly targeting the students who wanted to study medicine, dentistry, or physiotherapy, biology related programs. Then the student has to choose this programmation. And in that, what we are going to teach is the first one is English language. So all the students will be studying English as a language. Next thing is they will also be studying German as one language, and we start from the scratch. We start from the very basic level of A1, and then we will teach them up to the level of B1. So that it's an intermediate level that will help them to sustain in the universities, to have a basic communication whenever they for their day-to-day life activities. But obviously the student decide to choose to study higher than that, they are more than welcome to do, and we strongly suggest them, to all the students, to also to go and study the remaining B2 and C1 level when they enter into university. So that helps them into their day-to-day life activities, for their career, for the for the better opportunities. Yes. Next thing is mathematics. I understand that this is a very tricky part, because most of the students who do science courses in India, they skip mathematics in their high school. But unfortunately, in Germany, they have to study mathematics in order to complete their preparatory year. Because here the German student, they study mathematics until they finish their high school. So there is no choice. So they have to study mathematics, but we are having a very good faculty for it, and we make sure that the student will definitely able to understand and pass the subject. Next thing is biology, which is very crucial for the students who wanted to do science related. Second program is the technical course, which is the one of the most in demand course, I could say. Most of the students who wanted to do engineering programs in Germany, then they have to choose this particular technical program. So we'll be doing English as one language, German, which is from A1 level to B1 level. Next thing is we will have mathematics. At the same time, this mathematics will give a insight into the introduction of the engineering, where they'll be strongly focusing on mechanics. So this mechanics related program, which will really help them when they are in the university of the semester 1 and 2, where this mechanics or basic which they study in this program, which will be used in their university. So that is why we strongly focus into the engineering part of this program, where mechanics is the foundation fundamentals of it. So that will be taught to these students. Next thing is they have information technology, which is nothing like computer science. The basics of computer science will be taught. Some languages about the computers, techniques, and other things they will be learning in this. And next, we have added a very interesting course along with the technical courses, business studies. We understand that it could be a surprise why a business studies coming into the technical course, because in Germany you have a lot of flexibility when it comes to the courses, what kind of programs you want to do. In Germany you can find programs like business, which has been in combination to engineering. So two completely interdisciplinary fields can be combined and being provided as a course. So when the student goes into the industry, the industry expects him to have a basics of business as well as his strong field of technical course. So that is why we want the students to have a basic understanding of the business studies. So that's why we are offering the business studies as well. Next thing is we have the last one, a business program, business course. So this has been targeted for the students who wish to do business or management studies, law or economics or statistics, this kind of interesting programs. Then the students have to choose this particular program. We'll be teaching English. Second is German language. Third one is we also provide mathematics. But here we give them a specialization in statistics, because this is not an engineering program, this is a management. So we target on that particular part of mathematics, which is statistics, which will really help them when they go to universities. Fourth one is the business studies, which is like the core subject here. Then the last one is information technology. So no matter which kind of programming they do at this point of time, computer science or the basic IT knowledge is very, very, very important for the students. So that is why we have included this, information technology as well. So in short, these are the three programming which they would be, which will be offered in the ISB's English preparatory program. So I'm going to give them a small overview of the program. So the program will be starting in the month of September, but even before that, be it in the month of June or July or in August, we will be starting their intensive German language program. Even before the course is starting, we are going to give them German language intensive training right from the A1 level. Yeah, then the students, they start arriving into Germany in the month of September. But due to this ongoing current scenario, we understand that there could be some delays when it comes to international students for the visas and other things. So we made this entire course as a hybrid one. So when the student is not able to make it to Germany on time, they can still start the programmation from their home country through their online platform. So they'll have the access. So they will be still be taking part in the classes. They'll be given assignments. They'll be given all the workshops, all the materials will be provided to them. So without wasting any time, they can still start the programming in September, and they can come and join us probably in October or even in November. It's still possible. They can, because they've not been missing any classes. They've been already taking the classes, from their home country. So they can arrive by latest of, November. And then in October, they will have a faculty meeting with the teachers, and then they will discuss about the goal and their ideas, what they wanted to do, and they'll be given some assessments, and then the project works will be given to them which they have to perform. And then by December they have to submit this report and the assessments. Then they go for the Christmas vacations, and then once they are back, they'll be having this sorry so they will be having this semester examination. This is the first semester. So in this program they will be attending 2 semesters, semester 1 and 2. So in January they will be writing the semester number 1, and then after that, immediately the semester number 2 starts, and the classes of German, mathematics, computer science, and all the other subjects will be starting. Then they'll be doing the reporting, they will be given some assessments, field works, industrial visits in the month of April, and then by May, they'll be started having the mock examinations. The revision part will be started by the faculties, and by June, they'll be having the second semester examinations. And then after that, in July, they're going to get the results. So after that, they are into universities. Once the program has been finished in July, then they go to university and start studying. This is the program timeline. Also in the left side, they can check that the program overview. We have given in detail information about what are the the description is like in instruction English. The assessment will be done externally, so it's going to be valid and intensive preparation for universities. Whatever we are teaching, it's going to lead them to universities, and its a duration is 1 year, and we expect students to have all these documentations when they apply for the course. And entry requirement would be at least minimum completion of high school with more than 75%. But in case if they don't have it, then the students will take up an assessment examination which is being provided by ISB. So they will write that assessment, and based on that assessment results, they can still get an admission into our program.
Percentage is less than 75.
Yes, for the students who are having less than 75, they will be appearing for assessment. And then after the results are out, and then if the results are fine by our faculties, then they can directly, get an admission. Yeah. And then, so we have the deadlines here. We have a summer session, and also we have a winter session. The summer session will be for the next year. Currently, we are going to talk about the winter sessions, which is starting in September. and the deadline to apply is before July 15. We really recommend the student to apply at the earliest, because international students have to apply for a visa, and then this whole process is really going to be time consuming. So we ask them to apply as early as possible to be on the safer side, to plan things, easily. So apart from the courses, we also help them with the whole documentation part. We help them for the visa, and then we also provide the online courses, and we have an airport pickup service as well for all our international students, and then they help them with the health insurances as well, and but also the accommodation. We help them to get the accommodation in Germany, especially in the Braunschweig. So we assist at least for the first couple of months. We provide them with some temporary solution, so that when they arrive from their country, it's not going to be very difficult for them to settle down here. So we make sure that all things are fine for them, so that they can dedicate most of the time only to studies and not doing other activities. Yeah.
Explained very well.
Thank you. So that is in short about our new preparatory program. I hope this will really help our students as well, who are going to study the program. And probably all this informations will be sent very soon to all the students, so that they have the information, and check it out. And they can also write to us anytime, in case if they have any questions.
So this is like the all information regarding this preparatory course to cover all the explained very well, right? So now if the students done this course in English language, and also we know that Germany defines its language, German language. So what's the importance of German language in Germany?
Oh, it's like, without the language, nothing works much here. You can get passed by. You can manage, you can do all your activities, but at one point, without language, it's going to be very, very difficult. Let's say you wanted to get into a job, or you wanted to go to the next level in your company. So the communication is very important. Even though the companies in Germany can be very, very international, they have business throughout the world, but still their communication language in many, many, many big corporates also still in German language. So they need to know the language in order to, have a career growth in Germany. And not only for the career growth, even to start their career, to look out for an internship, to look out for a part-time job when they're studying. This language will really, really help them to give an edge than the other students. So the idea is, even though the entire program in nations they study in Germany will be in English language, the focus on German should be really high, and that's why we prepare them already up to B1 level when they are in the first year of Germany itself. And then after that, when they are in university, when they are already in the B1 level, they're quite good. So they will not have any reservations to move on to the next level, B2, and then complete the programmation. So that will motivate them highly to finish up to B2 and C1 levels.
And if we talk about that, if the students done this bachelor's in English language, it's a totally 100% English, right? So after that, what's the job market for them?
Yeah. So see, the German market is always looking for the young internationals or young engineers to come into the labor market and take up this opportunity. All the field. I'm not talking only for engineering, because when they talk about Germany, they always project as for only for engineers, especially for mechanical and automobile. It's no, it's every field. We are talking about. Accounts, we're talking about computer science, electronics, or even non-technical courses like law, business studies, operational management, all this kind of field. They have huge, huge potential, and they need, the young, what do you say, graduates to come and work, because in Germany the population is growing old, and they need the young graduates to come into the country and move the country forward. So that's why I always personally tell the student, when the questions of like, sir, I wanted to do BBA, or I wanted to do economics or statistics, will I still find a job? Because they all talk about engineering, they all talk about mechanical, electronics, engineering. What about my field? Even I tell people like teaching, you have a very, very good opportunity if you wanted to teach or law, to practice law. No matter what program you study in Germany, when you have a very good skill, you have the right skill set with you, it's definitely possible to find a job in Germany.
Most of the students always confuse that only engineers have a good demand in Germany. What about other courses?
Exactly. This is also a fact that I always come across these questions, but I want to take this as an opportunity and inform the students that do not worry. Germany is for everyone, not for the engineers, not for technical course people, even the non-technical, the art stream people. Everyone have the equal opportunity. All you have to do is be strong in your fundamentals and be strong in your language. Then there is nothing to stop.
Okay, like right now, due to this pandemic situation, visa options are it's very tough to get a visa dates. So
Yeah,
I guess this English student is preparatory was also possible online.
exactly. So that is the whole reason we are making this course hybrid, so that the students who are already arrived in Germany, or who's already on the process of arriving, or who's already in their home country, all these people can still take the same programmation. They will all be in the same class, and they'll start taking the program. So as planned, the classes will start. Probably the student might able to come after 1 month, or maybe 6 weeks later or 8 weeks later. They can still come and join the program, and but this 8 weeks of program, they will not be missed. They will be already taking from their home country. All they need to have is a good ipad or a good system, laptop with a good internet connections. Then all this materials, the teachers, the access, the homeworks, everything will be, projects will be given to them.
Okay, now in Germany, if we talk about the rank system
Mhm.
of the universities, again Germany not play a game of this rank system, but the students want to know about that. Is it true like that everyone wants to join TUM? So what give a little bit clarification on that regarding that. Don't focus on the universities. Always try to focus on courses. I guess, right?
Yeah, I
What do
mean,
you say?
I have been exactly hearing this question for the last probably 10 or 11 years, when I wanted to start my graduation here. So it's quite normal, I understand. But to just to break some myths, in Germany we do not have this system of good, better and best universities. All the universities in Germany are public universities. So they have the same opportunities. For example, TU Munich, or maybe we can talk about Ravensburg Weingarten, or maybe we can talk about Dengendorf, which is also relatively a very, very small city, and it also has a very good university. So the opportunity of the student who studied in Dengendorf and the student who studied in TU Munich would be the same. They have the same kind of qualified faculties. Their facilities are good, the labs are good, the opportunities are also very similar. So no matter where you study, it's all depends on how you study and how much of knowledge do you have. So don't be restricting yourself just by the name of the university. University name is not going to provide them a career. It's not going to give them access to the job market. It's not going to get them an internship. It's about how you perform in the interview, how much of knowledge have you acquired through this programmation is what gonna guide them. So I really, really strongly inform the student that please don't stick to the name of the universities. In Germany, no one considers like one university is better than the other. If you're going to talk this with some Germans, they're going to be puzzled. What is this people are talking about? Why is this better than that? Here the students select the university based on their course, what kind of program they wanted to do. I wanted to do computer science. Okay, let me find which are the universities offering computer science. Let me go to the website and find out what all the subjects they're offering inside the programmation, and who are the faculties who are teaching the programmation, and what kind of experience they have, the faculties. This is how they will teach. Even if that particular program which they like, it's in the smallest village in Germany, does not matter. They will still go and do that program because they know that that program will lead them to where they wanted to go in their career.
Correct. That means if any university accept your give you an offer letter, that means it's okay that they are accepting your Indian education system and allow you to study in German education system.
Exactly. So, and also another biggest myth is the grades. In Germany, the grades really doesn't matter. So we have the grade starting from 1 to 4, where 1 is being recorded as the highest and 4 is the minimum passing grade. So even you have 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, it's fine. You can still be entering into the job market. You can still go to the next step in your career. No one is going to look into your resume, or or even ask you that, okay, why you have only 3.5. No one is going to ask such questions. Why is your grade low? If you have the knowledge, if you have the idea about what you are talking, then it's fine. So please don't I know it comes as a very shocking and surprising thing for the parents when they hear about that, and okay, why the grades doesn't matter, because we are always behind the system of grading back in India, starting from, okay, 95 is good, 97 is better, 80 is okay, and then 60 is like mediocre. So but here in Germany we don't have the system at all. So, and it took really a while for every one of us to understand this concept. That's why we wanted to tell the student in Germany, or the future students to Germany, that don't go behind this grade system. Just come here, have this experience of 3 years, learn as much as possible, gain as much as knowledge as possible, then that will take you to the next step.
Okay, one last query regarding that. What about the German PR? So
Okay.
students mostly want to know that if PR is possible in Germany, then
Yes.
what about that?
Obviously, Germany is actually one of the very fastest countries to receive a PR, as far as I know. Um, so all the graduate from a German university, after their graduation, they have to work for a minimum of 2 years. That is 24 months. If they work full time, according to whatever they have studied, computer science, or they studied mechanical or whatever, they work on that field for 2 years continuously, and then they pay their taxes, or they pay their pensions and all these things, because which is very mandatory. Only excluding that they will get the salary. So automatically the government, the system will take their the share of different parts, health insurance, their pensions, and their other things, income tax will be deducted. Then they will get the salary. So they have to pay this for 24 months, and then after that, automatically they will be eligible to get a PR. So there is no special process or anything. When you complete this 24 months, then after that, when they go for a visa extension, they can simply apply for a PR. The same, like they apply application, they put it, and then they verify all the documents, and then they will automatically be given a PR. So that gives them an indefinite amount of time to live in Germany. They are like one step closer to the being the citizen of this country. But PR means that they are like just a permanent citizen, sorry, a permanent resident of this country, but they will still be the citizenship of a different country. So all they have to
This
do
is
is just
very
24 months.
this is very informative. Right. Right. So you already explained all the points very well, and you also explained what the services you all provide, like ISB services.
Yeah.
So yeah, because at the time of 12th class, students are not the decision makers, and parents are also worried about that if they go abroad, how they take their decisions, whatever good is for them, how can they decide? And when they know that somewhere present there to take care of them, to guide them at every step, it's like a very good point. And according to that, they're easy to get the all decisions.
Exactly. So that's the idea with ISB. It's like it should be a one-stop, solution for them, so that we take care of the other activities, so that the student involves or dedicates most of the time just on the studying, where the other things, things are being taken care by ourselves.
That's a good point. Here we guide students for all visa process, and after reaching Germany, you are present to take care of them till they are not enter the university.
Absolutely. Until they enter into universities, we will assist them, we will guide them. And even further, my students, even when they are in university, they call, they're already in touch with me when all our students are in second year and third year, some of them already working. So they still talk with us, and, they, share their experiences about, the studying in universities and how they feel, and doing an internship, how is their experience, and getting into the jobs, and how is the job market. So it's really nice, the students are still in touch with us.
I guess all points are covered very well. So if still we get any more query confusion, we can call you again or on channel for answer all queries.
Absolutely. So in case of any other queries, we are more than happy to assist the students.
Right. I'm trying to catch more queries for you. Then I will do a question firing on you.
Definitely,
We,
definitely.
yeah. So thank you for all this valuable time and answering for my all queries. Right. So yes, dear all viewers, if you still have any more queries, confusion, you can call us at 836-8027-663 monthly. And thank you, Balaji.
Thank you very much.